I'm up here because it's fun. I mean, I know what you're all thinking. This is so bad for his ego, being up here. But I have to tell you something. I don't mind bragging about this. I have one seriously relevant relative no longer with us. He was a man called Wesley. That means nothing to you. None of you are Methodists, are you? Well, Charles Wesley and Samuel Sebastian Wesley. Are we going to sing Hark the Herald Angels Sing later? Me, I wrote that. Well, my relative did, you know, same stuff. Why am I here? Some time ago, like many people in this room, I got the fright of my life, and I had a cancer in my larynx. It was discovered. I got lucky. I walked into the room and there was Peter Rhys Evans, and the first thing I noticed about him and remember about him and know about him now was his extraordinary gift of kindness. And when you are with someone like that and you know it, what is going to happen is going to be difficult. It is the most important part of the character of anyone. So we formed a friendship, I think, before I even had an operation, and most certainly afterwards. And what he showed me was this extraordinary sensitivity, and I knew this was a great doctor. I did not know about Oracle or about the work that had been done by Oracle. I just knew I was with a great man of medicine. Anyway, I went and did my radiotherapy at the Marsden, which was extraordinary. And I want to tell you a happy tale about these things. I can't remember. I think I went in for 4 weeks or 6 weeks. I can't remember. But I loved the people there. They all looked and behaved as if they were 12. They looked so young, and they were so competent. They knew exactly what they were doing, and I felt that all the time. And they treated me as if I was the only patient they'd seen that week. And they were seeing them all the time, every 20 minutes, every half an hour. I knew that. But they again were showing this kindness, this extraordinary kindness. And I was so touched by that, that at the end of my treatment, and I haven't forgotten this moment, I knew it was the end and I wasn't going to be seeing them again. And I got to know them quite well over the 4 or 6 weeks or whatever. And I said, "You've been so kind. You're much, much, much kinder than my wife." And one of them said, "Well, we don't have to look after you all the time, do we?" So they were honest as well as everything else. I'm honored to be patron of this charity, really honored. It means a lot to me. And I wanted to ask you, particularly this year, when it has been so hard to keep going, to think about one thing, and I've learnt it in these last 2 years, and many of us have who are not medical people. I don't think we really realized that it's the science that does this thing, and the great doctors, in a sense, the people you see, are at the tip of this extraordinary gathering of knowledge and understanding, which we have no insight into at all if you're a lay person like me. But now, after 2 years of this stuff, you suddenly realize who are the people you should be listening to. Not the people standing in front of the Union Jacks, no. The scientists, the people who know. And you know what they do better than anyone else? They also say, "I don't know," which of course is where all knowledge grows from. So I have a particularly strong passion now for the learning of science in young people, because I grew up, we were divided when I was young into arts people and science people, and I rather despised anything. It's from that I live my life now. I wouldn't have my life now had it not been for that science. So I just want to urge you, I'm going to do it, to put your hands into your pocket quite deep if you can, this year in particular, and focus on the extraordinary work that is behind the kindness that does the healing, because it is the science and the healing together that does the work. I've got to come now. I'm really enjoying this. I didn't ever want to leave the pulpit, but I've got to come down now because I've got to play another role down there, which I'll tell you about, which is different. So I'm going to have to say goodbye to my ancestors. Thank you, Wesley. See you in a moment.